Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive.
Yeah,
And today we're talking about something super cool and very timely.
indeed.
It's called prompt engineering.
Ooh, prompt engineering.
So think of it this way. It, it's kind of like you have this super smart genie at your disposal.
I like this analogy. I like where this is going.
Right. But this genie sometimes can be a little bit clumsy.
A little bit.
Needs very, very specific instructions in order to grant your wishes.
Mm-hmm.
And prompt engineering is basically the art of talking to this AI genie and getting it to do what you really want it to do.
Yeah, I think that's such a great way to put it because so many people, these days they're jumping into using AI,
Right.
using all these tools, but they're kind of missing this key element that you have to communicate effectively with it. It's
Yeah.
almost like having this, super intelligent assistant,
No,
but not knowing how to actually give it instructions.
exactly.
Yeah.
So how do we go from kind of fumbling around with these AI tools to actually becoming prompt engineers?
Yeah, so there's a framework that we can follow called PROMPT, and it stands for a few different things.
Oh, I love frameworks. Break it down for me.
Yeah, so P stands for persona, R stands for request, O for output, M for modifier, P for provide example, and T for tone.
Okay, I'm already intrigued.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say we have somebody named Sarah who's, a young professional trying to land a product manager role, and she's like many of us.
Oh, yeah.
Struggling to write that perfect resume.
Yes, resumes are the worst.
Oh, the worst. It's like trying to cram your entire life story onto one page.
Exactly.
So how could she use this PROMPT framework to make AI work for her?
Absolutely. So instead of, just going to the AI and saying, write me a resume, which would be super generic
Yeah.
and probably not very effective, she can use this framework to be way more specific.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm all ears.
All right. So first up is persona. And with persona, she's going to tell the AI something like, act as a career consultant who specializes in resumes for product management.
Got it.
So immediately you're kind of setting the stage and telling the AI, this is the role you're going to play.
So it's not just some random AI anymore. It's like she's talking to an actual career consultant who specializes in this.
Exactly. You're giving it that context.
That's really interesting. What's next?
Then comes request.
Okay.
And here's where Sarah is super clear about what she actually wants.
Okay.
So she might say something like, help me write a summary for my resume that highlights my 3 years of experience as a product manager.
Okay, so she's getting really specific now.
Exactly. She's not just asking for any resume summary. She's telling it what to focus on.
I see it. No more generic fluff. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty.
Exactly. And then we move on to output, which is the O in prompt.
Okay, tell me about output.
So here she gets to specify the format she wants. So she might say, give me a 3 bullet point summary and focus on my achievements.
Okay.
So now the AI knows not only what to write about, but also how to structure it.
That makes sense. It's like she's the director and AI is the screenwriter.
Totally. And then we've got the M for modifier.
All right, modifier. Let's modify things up.
So with the modifier, she can really fine-tune things even further.
Okay.
She might say something like, make sure you emphasize my data-driven decision-making and UX research skills.
So she's giving it very specific instructions about what to highlight.
Exactly. She's basically saying, this is what really matters.
Okay, and then the next P, provide example.
Right. So here, Sarah can actually give the AI an example of what she's looking for.
So the AI can kind of learn by example.
Exactly. So maybe she'll show it a really good product manager job description from Google.
Got it. So it's like showing it a model to follow.
Precisely. And then finally, we have tone.
Tone. I like it.
Yeah, so here's where she sets the overall style for the resume summary.
I see.
So she'll probably want to go with something professional and concise.
Makes sense. No casual chit-chat here.
Right. It's all about making a strong impression.
Right. So with this PROMPT framework, she's essentially guiding the AI to create a resume summary that's perfectly tailored to her and her experience.
Yeah, and it's so much more effective than just hoping the AI will magically know what she wants.
Absolutely. And the cool thing is she doesn't have to stop there, right?
Oh, not at all.
Like she could use this framework to help her prepare for job interviews as well.
Imagine a prompt like this. Act as a hiring manager for Google. Ask me 3 behavioral interview questions for a product manager role, and then give me feedback on my answers.
Oh my gosh, it's like having a personal AI-powered interview coach.
That's the power of prompt engineering.
That's really cool. And, speaking of personal experiences, I'm curious, Have you ever had a moment where you realized the power of this prompt engineering thing?
Oh, absolutely. I remember a while back I was working on this project and I was just drowning in data, like spreadsheets for
Oh
days.
yeah, data overload. I feel you spreadsheets can be
I
scary.
know, and I was so overwhelmed I didn't even know where to start.
So what did you do?
Well, I stumbled upon this whole world of generative AI and how specific prompts can make all the difference. So instead of just asking the AI vague questions like, what does this data mean, which got me nowhere,
Yeah.
I started being way more specific with my prompts.
So what kind of prompts were you using?
I'd say something like, act as a data analyst, analyze this data, and give me 3 key insights about customer behavior trends. Oh, and format the response as bullet points with actionable recommendations.
Wow, so you went from drowning in data to,
Swimming in insights, it was
I
incredible.
love that, swimming in insights.
The AI was able to cut through all the noise and give me exactly what I needed.
That's inspiring. It really shows that the right prompt can take you from feeling totally lost to being in control.
Exactly. And it's not just about data. This approach can be used in all sorts of fields.
Okay, so it's like a universal superpower for the AI age.
I think so. And speaking of superpowers, I actually know someone named Amit who used AI-powered prompts to completely transform his career.
Really? Okay, tell me more.
Yeah.
I'm always fascinated by these stories.
So Amit was really passionate about AI and wanted to build his personal brand as an AI consultant, but he was having trouble getting his name out there.
Okay, I see. So how did he use AI to help him?
He started using AI prompts to come up with really insightful content about AI trends.
Okay.
He would write articles, post on LinkedIn, and he even used prompts to help him plan his content strategy and prepare for speaking engagements.
Wait, he was using AI to write his speeches? That's next level.
It is, and it worked wonders for him. He gained thousands of followers on LinkedIn, got invited to speak at some really big AI conferences, and ended up doubling his consulting revenue.
Wow, that's incredible. He basically used AI to take his career to a whole new level.
Exactly, and that's what's so exciting about prompt engineering. It opens up all these new possibilities.
It makes you wonder what other creative applications are out there, right?
Absolutely. And that's actually what we're going to dive into next.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's see how this AI magic works in the real world.
Let's do it.
So let's jump into some real-world examples of how we can use this prompt engineering magic.
Okay, sounds good.
Where do we begin?
Well, let's start with product development.
Okay.
Imagine we have a startup founder who's, trying to come up with some innovative ideas for the fintech market. Instead of, just brainstorming alone, they could turn to AI for a boost.
I can see it now, like the founder is staring at a whiteboard surrounded by crumpled up paper.
Yeah, totally.
And then bam, AI to the rescue.
Exactly. So they might use a prompt like, act as a fintech expert and generate 5 innovative AI-powered banking solutions for millennials.
Ooh, okay, let's put on our fintech thinking caps.
Right.
What kind of solutions might AI come up with?
Well, it could suggest something like an AI-driven budgeting assistant
Okay.
that helps users track their spending and make smarter financial decisions.
Oh, that would be super helpful for someone like me who's not exactly a budgeting whiz.
Right. It could also suggest a blockchain-based micropayment system
Ooh, blockchain.
that makes everyday transactions seamless and secure.
So even like buying a cup of coffee could be a micropayment. Wow. What else? What other ideas might our AI fintech guru have?
How about voice-activated investing tools that make it easy for millennials to manage their investments even when they're on the go?
Oh, that's cool. So you can just tell your AI assistant to buy Apple stock while you're walking the dog.
Exactly.
The possibilities are pretty amazing.
Right. And here's the best part. The founder can take those AI-generated ideas and actually refine them into a viable business plan.
That's huge. So the AI isn't replacing the human. It's more like acting as this brainstorming partner.
Exactly. It's all about augmenting human capabilities.
I like that augmenting human capabilities. All right. So AI can help with product development, but its helpfulness doesn't end there, right?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Let's shift gears and talk about sales and marketing.
Okay, I'm ready to be persuaded. Tell me more.
So imagine a sales rep named James who's struggling to write effective cold emails.
Ah, yes, those emails that often end up in the spam folder.
Exactly. But instead of agonizing over every word and sending out generic messages, James could use AI to craft personalized and persuasive emails that actually get responses.
Okay, so I could say goodbye to writer's block and hello to AI-powered sales pitches.
Pretty much, and it can save so much time and effort.
I'm intrigued. What kind of prompts would he use?
He could try something like act as a sales coach and write a persuasive cold email for a CRM software targeting small businesses.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat. What would this AI-generated masterpiece look like?
The AI might come up with something like, "Hey, no, I noticed that managing customer relationships efficiently is a top priority for growing businesses like yours. Our AI-powered CRM streamlines workflows, saving you 20+ hours each month. Let's connect for a quick demo."
That's actually really good. It's concise. It highlights the benefits. There's a clear call to action. I'd be tempted to reply to that.
Exactly. And James can even use AI to personalize each email even further
Hmm.
to make them even more effective.
So it's like having a personal email marketing assistant.
Yeah, pretty much.
No wonder AI is changing the game in sales and marketing. But what about customer service? Can AI really handle those tricky customer interactions?
Yeah, actually, AI is proving to be incredibly helpful in customer service, especially when it comes to handling a large volume of inquiries or complaints.
Okay, so I'm picturing a company that's like totally swamped with customer complaints, maybe about delayed shipments.
Uh-huh.
What happens next?
Instead of having their customer service team, manually respond to every single email,
Right.
they could use AI to automate personalized responses.
Okay, so no more waiting on hold for hours just to get a generic response.
Exactly. It can really speed things up and improve customer satisfaction.
I like the sound of that. What kind of prompts would they use?
They might say something like, act as a customer service agent and write a polite response to a customer who's complaining about a delayed shipment.
And the AI would just like generate a response that sounds human and empathetic?
Yeah, it might write something like, "Dear customer name, we sincerely apologize for the delay in your shipment. Your order is expected to arrive by date. We appreciate your patience, and we've added a 10 credit to your account for the inconvenience. Please let us know if you have any other questions."
Wow, that's actually very impressive. It's polite. It gives specific information about the shipment. It offers a solution.
Hmm.
If I were the customer, I'd be pretty happy with that response.
Exactly. And think about it from the company's perspective. Faster response times happier customers, less stress on their customer service team.
It's a win-win. It seems like AI is changing the way companies interact with their customers in a really big way.
Yeah.
But what about education? Can AI really have a place in the classroom?
You might be surprised to learn that AI is making some serious inroads in education,
Really?
both for teachers and for students.
Okay, I'm always fascinated by how technology is changing the way we learn. Tell me more.
All right, so let's start with teachers. Imagine a history teacher who's spending hours and hours creating lesson plans and quizzes.
Oh yeah, I can relate to that.
They could use AI to automate some of those tasks,
Okay.
which would free up more time for actual teaching.
That sounds like a dream come true for any teacher who's feeling overworked.
Right, so they might use a prompt like act as a history teacher and create a 10-question quiz on World War II.
And the AI would just like create a ready-made quiz just like that.
Exactly. It could generate a quiz with multiple choice questions, true or false, even essay questions.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But what about students? Can AI help them learn more effectively too?
Absolutely. Imagine a student who's struggling to summarize a long research paper.
Oh yeah.
They could use AI to help them pull out the key takeaways and condense the information into a more manageable format.
So instead of spending hours reading and rereading these dense academic texts, they can get the gist of it in minutes.
Exactly. They might use a prompt like summarize this 10-page research paper into 3 key takeaways.
This is mind-blowing. It's like having a personal tutor who can break down complex information. I wish I had AI like that back when I was in school.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. AI can help students practice for exams, generate creative writing prompts, learn new languages, and so much more.
It sounds like the possibilities are pretty much endless.
They really are, and that's what's so exciting about this whole world of AI.
It's incredible, this whole world of prompt engineering. We've explored the framework, we've heard these inspiring success stories, and seen how AI is making a real difference in all these different fields. It feels like we've only scratched the surface.
I agree, and I think the most important thing is that we're just at the beginning of this AI revolution.
It's really mind-blowing.
It is, and I think those who embrace it and really master this art of prompt engineering are going to be the ones who shape the future.
I'm excited to see what the future holds. So for our listeners out there who are like, okay, I'm ready to dive in.
Yeah.
I want to try this prompt engineering thing. Where should they begin?
I think the best advice I can give is just start playing around with it. Like, try out different AI tools. There's
Yeah.
ChatGPT, there's Google's Bard experiment with different prompts, see what kind of results you get. You'll quickly start to get a feel for how the AI responds to different instructions.
It's all about just diving in and getting your hands dirty.
Exactly. That's how we learn best.
Okay, so once people get comfortable with the basics,
Yeah.
how can they actually start using AI in their work or, their personal projects?
Yeah, I think a good starting point is to think about the tasks you do regularly
Hmm.
and ask yourself, could AI help me with this? Could it make it more efficient, more effective?
Okay.
So maybe you're writing a report, maybe you're brainstorming ideas for a presentation, maybe you're trying to learn a new language.
Right.
Chances are AI can give you a helping hand.
I'm already thinking of all the ways I could use AI to automate those tedious tasks that eat up so much of my time.
Exactly.
Just imagine having more time for creative thinking, for big picture planning.
Absolutely. AI can free us from those mundane tasks and let us focus on what really matters. It's all about working smarter, not harder.
Right. But of course, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, right?
Yeah.
There are some potential downsides to using AI that we should be aware of as well.
Definitely. I think one of the biggest challenges is making sure the content that AI generates is actually accurate and reliable.
Okay, that makes sense.
These AI models, they're trained on massive amounts of data,
Yeah.
but they can still make mistakes or produce biased results.
So we can't just blindly accept everything the AI gives us?
No, definitely not. We still need to use our own judgment and expertise
Yeah,
to
sure.
make sure the information is accurate and relevant to what we're doing.
The partnership, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're working with AI, not letting it do all the thinking for us.
And another concern I have is about jobs.
Uh-huh.
Like, if AI can automate so many tasks, are we going to see a lot of people losing their jobs?
That's a valid concern, and it's something that a lot of people are talking about,
Yeah.
And while it's true that AI will likely change the nature of some jobs,
Right.
it's also going to create new opportunities and reshape existing roles.
That's a good point.
Yeah, the key is to adapt and learn new skills that complement AI.
Like prompt engineering itself.
Exactly. So instead of being afraid of AI, we should think of it as a tool
Right.
that can help us evolve and grow in our careers.
I like that perspective.
Yeah, it's like, when the printing press was invented, it didn't eliminate the need for writers.
Wow.
It just changed the way writing was done.
Hmm.
And in the same way, AI won't eliminate the need for human creativity and problem-solving skills. It will just change the landscape of work.
It's all about adapting and finding ways to leverage AI to our advantage.
Exactly. And for those who are willing to learn and experiment,
Yeah.
the possibilities are truly limitless.
This deep dive into the world of prompt engineering has been incredible.
I agree.
It feels like we've only just scratched the surface of what's possible with AI.
I think so too. It's such an exciting time to be following this technology.
It really is. And I think, those who embrace AI and really master this prompt engineering thing are going to be the ones shaping the future.
I agree.
So to all our listeners out there, the challenge is on start playing around with AI. Explore the power of prompts and see what amazing things you can create.
I love it.
Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of prompt engineering. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Absolutely.